And Michael McQuillan called into action straight away. Not such a good clearance with Desi Farrell about. John McDermott trying to clear his lines. Brian Steins now. Great point. He took a bit of punishment as he was hitting that one. Down towards Bernard Flynn. Flynn against Paddy Moran. Paddy now having switched across to the left-hand side to follow Flynn. On to Colm O'Rourke. Meath got their first point after nearly 8 minutes, and inevitably it's Colm O'Rourke from screen who gets it for them. Brian Stafford was in there struggling against Kieran Walsh in the early exchanges. And Paddy Moran. McGuinness, totally unmarked. Tommy Dowd getting latitude. And kicking the equaliser. Paul Curran. Nicely inside towards Mick Galvin. Broken down to Charlie Redmond. Goal chance. Great save by Michael McQuillan. That was a great chance for Charlie Redmond, but it produced an excellent save. This is where that ball was touched down for Martin O'Connell to the raiding and advancing Charlie Redmond straight at the goalkeeper. Cormac Murphy getting away from the challenge of Jack Sheedy. One of the promising young players. Not such a promising ball. Straight to Brian Steins. Desi Farrell. Colin Coyle attempting to drag him down, failed. Way on the left-hand side, he had support. Good save again by Mickey McQuillan. Martin O'Connell now, played so prominently in the league final against Armagh. Brian Steins, this should be his, but it's fisted away by Trevor Giles. Giles again. Paddy Moran now coming racing out for this. It's a very bad ball for Paul Curran. Instead it's Stafford. Cross towards Bernard Flynn. John O'Leary, look where he's come. Way off his goal. And he's fouled, and it's going to be a free in. And the referee, I think, is going to take his name for it. An amazing passage of play. And Brian White indeed has the notebook out to take the name of John O'Leary from the O'Dwyer's club in Balbriggan. Bernard Flynn was pursued out there. No question about the foul. Heat of the moment stuff, and my goodness, it's heating up quite considerably. All this while, I can tell you, Colm O'Rourke is hobbling around about 50 metres out, and it seems it can only be a matter of time before he's replaced. Trevor Giles, the free taker. Scorer of 6 points against Laois, all of them from frees. And he's belted it wide. It remains Meath 3 points, Dublin 2, with Meath with 4 wides now from this first half. Dublin bidding today for a 42nd Leinster title, Meath for a 16th. Missed completely by Bernard Flynn. Paddy Moran now. Kieran Walsh. Intended for Niall Guidon, who's switched wings with Pat Gilroy. The challenge on Colin Brady, rather ferocious. Taken quickly. And again Bernard Flynn skipping away from the would-be challenge to kick over. And Meath lead by double scores in front of an attendance of 50,172. Lovely quick thinking there by Bernard Flynn. Kick out's been taken as far as Kieran Walsh. Down to Jack Sheedy. Yet to be a major influence in this game. Cormac Murphy making life difficult. Niall Guidon. Mick Deegan now just looking around to see what's on. Kieran Walsh coming out of his right corner back position. Niall Guidon floating it across towards Pat Gilroy. Turning inside Brendan Riley. Stumbling onto Paul Curran. Back to Guidon once again. Graham Geraghty making life difficult. That's Colin Brady. Back to Riley. Riley got an elbow there from Gilroy. Play continues. Fisted out by Colm O'Rourke. Good vision. Look where Robbie O'Malley has drifted forward to Brian Stafford. Nice composure. On to Tommy Dowd. Great block down. Wonderful block by Kieran Walsh. Jack Sheedy. Taking it well under pressure. Dublin have been the nearly team in recent years, and this is the season when they've got to try and produce it. Not if Martin O'Connell and company have anything to do with it. Only straight as far as Niall Guyden. Dublin behind by a point, remember. Guyden releasing it outside to Mick Galvin. Will he go for the score himself? Inside towards Paul Clark. Clark kicking, the equaliser. Level for the second time in the match, and the substitute is on the field, just 11 minutes. Has tied it up at 5 points each. John McDermott from screen. Towards his clubmate if he can get him, but it's Keith Barr instead. Paul Clark. He's been busy at midfield. That's a great ball. Brian Steins, nobody at all on him. McDermott dragging his shirt. There's the kick. Is that the lead? It is! Great point, and a second one at that by Brian Steins. Joyous fans on the hill. Brian Steins trying to win the battle at midfield. It's a real struggle. Vinnie Murphy to Graham Geraghty. Always looks to have time at his disposal. Strongly built young man, likewise Tommy Dowd. And Dowd wants that ball quickly. Joe Regan going back. Shaping up there with Niall Guyden, I think. And Nick Deegan trying to play the role of peacemaker. All heating up just a little. Free kick is taken quickly towards Jody Devine. Jack Sheedy going across. Still Devine. And into the grateful arms of John O'Leary. Look where Graham Geraghty is. And he fists a point. Needs first score of the second half. He's giving great leadership, the number 5. Meath with just 1 point to show for the second half so far. Looks good. Oh, it's a goal! A dreadful mistake by Mickey McCullen, and he'll be the first to know it. The ball has been getting a little bit of slippery from the rain. The goalkeeper who came back in to replace Donald Smith has fumbled at a most critical time. Dublin now with their tails up, having a comfortable lead, if you can ever have a comfortable lead against your great old rivals from Meath. Jack Sheedy laying it down the line towards Brian Steins, towards Desi Farrell. Players calling for it. Farrell kicking, going for glory, getting the point. What a time to get your first point of the match. The 33-year-old netminder and team captain. John McDermott breaks it down. Jody Devine. Doing well. Goal possibilities for Graham Geraghty. He's got it! Graham Geraghty has put Meath right back in the match. Well, they've been mightily relieved. Out of it for so long. But now just 2 points between the teams. It's turning out to be a tremendous finish. And that was a great goal. Wonderful catch. Nicely taken by John McDermott. What a match he's played. Towards Graham Geraghty. Breaks down to Bernard Flynn. On to PJ Gillick. Another scoring chance here. And up. One between them. PJ Gillick. You never have a Meath team beaten. Touchdown here. Colm O'Rourke struggling to get onto it. But it comes back nicely for John McDermott. Into space towards Graham Geraghty. This time he drops it down and Regan has it. A tenacious player playing his heart out, and it's all over! Dublin are the champions! The 3 in a row for Dublin. Well, Michael McCullen will know that his mistake was in part responsible at the very least. It happened. There's sympathy for him. Who'd be a keeper? And Mick Galvin with Martin O'Connell going in to console him. But the joy is for Dublin.